We are gathered to explore a topic that is deeply rooted in tradition, filled with both wonder and controversy. The question of whether we should raise our children to believe in Santa Claus. For many, this question may seem simple, perhaps even whimsical, but it carries with it layers of meaning that touch on issues of trust, tradition, imagination, and our roles as parents. The decision to encourage or discourage belief in Santa Claus is not just a matter of holiday cheer. It speaks to how we guide our children's development and what values we hope to instill in them. I stand before you today to discuss the benefits and drawbacks of raising a child to believe in Santa, to explore what this decision means for our families, and to offer a balanced view of the implications of perpetuating or rejecting this particular myth. Let me start by examining the reasons why many parents choose to foster belief in Santa Claus. One of the most significant benefits of raising a child to believe in Santa Claus is the stimulation of their imagination. Imagination is a cornerstone of childhood development. It allows children to expand their thinking, solve problems creatively, and experience the world in a way that goes beyond the physical and the mundane. The myth of Santa Claus, the idea that a jolly old man can travel around the world in a single night, delivering presents to children everywhere, opens the door to a world of imagination. By encouraging belief in Santa, parents give their children permission to dream, to entertain the impossible, and to embrace the fantastical. As children begin to explore and question the world, their belief in Santa fosters a sense of wonder, helping them to think outside the box and envision things beyond the limits of reality. The magic of Christmas, with its mystery and awe, can inspire them to approach challenges and ideas in novel and creative ways. Imagination, after all, is not just about fantasy. It's about the ability to think critically and explore new ideas, which is an essential life skill. Santa Claus is an iconic figure, and for many families, belief in him is an integral part of the holiday tradition. The excitement that builds throughout the month of December, culminating in the magic of Christmas morning, is one of the most cherished memories of childhood. Parents and children alike share in the preparation, the writing of letters to Santa, the baking of cookies and milk, the excitement of Christmas Eve, and the wonder of waking up to gifts from a mysterious benefactor. These rituals are not just about receiving presents. They are about building memories that last a lifetime. For children, the belief in Santa allows them to experience the joy of mystery, the thrill of not knowing exactly what's coming, but trusting that something magical is about to happen. And for parents, it offers an opportunity to create a shared sense of joy, to strengthen family bonds, and to share in the magic that comes with childhood innocence. These traditions, passed down through generations, offer families a way to come together, celebrate the season, and create lasting memories. In a world where the holidays can sometimes feel over-commercialized and stressful, the act of believing in Santa provides a moment of pure joy, free from the pressures of shopping lists and holiday planning. It allows families to focus on what truly matters, the joy of giving, the warmth of togetherness, and the magic that comes from sharing in something larger than oneself. Belief in Santa can also be an opportunity to teach children important values, particularly the spirit of generosity. Santa represents a model of giving without expecting anything in return. He embodies selflessness, kindness, and compassion. Through the Santa myth, children learn the value of giving, not just receiving. For example, many families incorporate acts of kindness into their holiday traditions, whether it's helping others in need, donating to charities, or being mindful of those who may not have the same privileges. Parents can use the Santa story to explain the importance of helping others, of being kind, and of thinking beyond oneself. In this way, Santa becomes not just a figure of material gift given, but a symbol of empathy and compassion. Furthermore, the belief in Santa provides an opportunity to teach gratitude. Children who believe in Santa often learn to appreciate the thoughtfulness behind gifts, as they understand that Santa is giving to them out of love and care. This process helps instill a sense of thankfulness, not just for the gifts themselves, but for the spirit of generosity that the holiday represents. For many families, preparing for Santa's arrival is a communal experience. Parents, grandparents, and siblings all come together to make the holiday special for the children. Whether it's decorating the tree, setting up stockings, or writing letters to Santa, these activities encourage teamwork and collaboration within the family. The magic of Santa provides a shared goal, a way for family members to unite in a common cause, which ultimately strengthens their bond. Moreover, for parents, seeing the joy and excitement on their child's face when they believe in Santa is deeply rewarding. It's a chance to relive the wonder of their own childhood and to create a lasting connection with their children through the shared experience of belief. The act of creating magic for a child can forge a deeper emotional connection, reinforcing the importance of family togetherness and love. Despite the benefits, there are also valid arguments against raising a child to believe in Santa Claus. These concerns primarily revolve around issues of honesty, trust, and the emotional impact of eventual disillusionment. One of the central arguments against perpetuating the myth of Santa Claus is the issue of honesty. At its core, the question becomes one of trust. Should we, as parents, lie to our children, even if the lie is well-intentioned and grounded in holiday tradition? For some, the idea of lying to a child, even in the context of Santa Claus, can be troubling. Trust is the foundation of the parent-child relationship, and some parents feel that encouraging belief in Santa may undermine that trust. What happens when children inevitably find out that Santa isn't real? Does it shake their confidence in their parents? How do they reconcile the magic of Christmas with the reality of deception? Some argue that teaching children about the truth of Santa early on, perhaps as part of a broader lesson in fantasy versus reality, helps cultivate an open, honest relationship with their children. It sets an example of integrity and transparency, values that will serve them well throughout life. The fear is that by perpetuating the myth of Santa, we may inadvertently encourage children to be more skeptical of the world around them and more cynical when they encounter other myths or untruths in their lives. Another concern is the emotional fallout that can come when children discover the truth about Santa. For many children, the belief in Santa is a deeply emotional experience, one that is tied to joy, wonder, and excitement. When that belief is shattered, it can lead to feelings of betrayal, disappointment, and confusion. Some children may struggle to understand why their parents would have gone to such lengths to perpetuate the myth. The transition from belief to disbelief can be jarring, and the loss of that magical innocence can leave a void. For some children, the discovery of Santa's non-existence marks the end of childhood fantasy, and they may feel a sense of grief as they let go of something they once cherished. This disillusionment may not be universal, but it is a very real experience for many children, and it raises important questions about the emotional costs of encouraging belief in Santa. Another criticism of the Santa myth is the potential for materialism and the pressure it places on children. The idea that Santa brings gifts based on a child's behavior may foster a transactional view of kindness and generosity. In this model, good behavior is rewarded with gifts, and children may start to equate receiving presents with their worthiness or goodness. In a world already filled with consumerism and commercialism, the idea of Santa can sometimes contribute to an unhealthy focus on material goods rather than the true meaning of Christmas: love, gratitude, and togetherness. Children may come to expect gifts as their right, rather than appreciating the thoughtfulness behind them. This commercialization of Santa can detract from the more meaningful aspects of the holiday season and can place undue pressure on parents to deliver the perfect Christmas. For parents who are uncomfortable with the idea of promoting belief in Santa, there are alternatives. One option is to shift the focus from belief to celebration. Parents can still embrace the magic of the season, engage in holiday traditions, and teach their children the importance of generosity and kindness without framing it around the myth of Santa. Another alternative is to incorporate the spirit of Santa into a broader lesson about the importance of fantasy, imagination, and the joy of giving without expecting children to believe in Santa as a real physical figure. This approach allows children to enjoy the magic of the season without the potential emotional fallout of disillusionment later on. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to raise your child to believe in Santa Claus is a deeply personal one. There is no one-size-fits-all answer, and every family must weigh the pros and cons based on their values, their children's needs, and their traditions. For some, the joy and wonder of believing in Santa are an essential part of childhood, while for others, the issues of trust, honesty, and materialism may outweigh the benefits. Regardless of the path you choose, what matters most is that we create an environment of love, care, and support for our children, one where they can feel safe, happy, and free to explore the world around them.